Morning guys. So what you can basically, or you might have actually guessed, we're working on one of the new GT3 Porsches this week. Now this is a serious piece of kit, everybody knows that. Anything Porsche, anything GT is one hell of a car. Now this has had quite a bit of extensive work done to it already, as you probably saw then. It's got an Akrapovic rear diffuser, the exhaust system on it. This is a black finish car, factory paint. It's quite a glossy finish, but it had a matte PPF fitted to it. So what that does is obviously make the actual finish of the car matte. It's had standard PPF from what I can tell on the carbon fibre roof. That's obviously to protect the roof itself. The full car is in PPF. Now, one thing that we always talk about, and people still don't really understand it or kind of agree with it or believe in it sometimes, this is probably the best way of phrasing it. PPF and vinyl is porous. If you go back through all the YouTube videos that we've uploaded, you will see that we keep talking about how PPF and vinyl is porous. If you don't ceramic protect it and use the proper stuff, it will become a pain to wash. It will become quite tough. It's quite rough to the touch instead of it being smooth. It doesn't clean very easy. Things that we've had to do on this already, and this is quite fresh. We've found a few sort of bird lime and bug stains where the bugs have splattered across the panels. It's quite tricky to take off because you can't buff the car, you can't use certain chemicals. You'll have to be really careful to not mark the PPF. Even if it's self-healing, you can put scratches and swirls in it. So you've got to prep it quite carefully. And this is why we keep going on about ceramic protecting PPF and vinyl. So if you haven't seen the videos before guys, go back through the YouTube catalogue, have a look on there, and you'll understand why we go on about it. So what we're actually going to be doing this week is we're just going to be finishing the prep on this car. Everything pretty much, like I said, is been PPF. There's a few sort of edges that haven't, which we're going to be working on. But this is going to be having a Ceramic Pro protection fitted to the whole car. The wheels are going to be protected, the arches, the glass, the mirrors, the scuttle panel, every single part of this car. We'll show you some videos of the actual process and what we're going to be doing on it, and obviously putting the coating on. But the reason for this is it's going to protect the PPF that's on there that costs an absolute fortune to do. It's going to make the car very, very easy to clean in the future, and it's going to stop things like bugs and bird lime and stains across those lines actually etching into it and causing problems when it comes to wash. And that is what customer obviously wants from this result. So keep an eye on the rest of the videos guys. We're going to get some bits of us actually working on here. We'll get some more videos of this incredible car, and we're going to get some photographs of this one obviously when it's done. And we're going to show you things like the HRE centre lock wheels, where the centre lock itself has lost a little bit of colour. It's a really tricky process, it takes quite a bit of time to get done right, but once we ceramic those centre lock areas, they're going to look absolutely split mint as well. And that's things, again, we will always do it inspired, because if you don't, the reality is you're actually missing areas that need to be protected. Things along the lines of underneath these seriously cool door handles, which actually extend out when you open, they're all going to be obviously coated. And this is what I'm talking about on here, where if you actually look closely, you will see that there's a bit of colour loss on here. This is actually starting to stain, and this is obviously losing some of the colour. The wheel, to be fair, has also got a bit of a stain on the wheel there. So we're going to be getting those sorted, getting that all finished out, and then we'll show you some more videos obviously once we finish this at the end of the week. So what we're on with now guys is basically the centre lock, or the split pane, whatever you want to call it. These, I don't know why, but even like the factory Porsche ones, they get really badly tarnished really quickly. So what we need to do is get cotton wool buds and the Ceramic Pro product basically onto each pin, and you've got to kind of let it set for a little bit of a time, and then you go over it again and again. So this is probably going to have about 3 sittings on it. I'm going to show you on camera now kind of what it looks like. So basically, when the camera does actually focus, you'll see that it's already got water stains around here, and you can actually see that it's kind of lost a bit of colour in this. Now it does look to me like it's actually designed to be 2 colours, so these are actually glossier than the inner pin, but still there's a lot of colour loss on there. So what we are going to be doing is literally sealing those now with the Ceramic Pro, using cotton wool buds, special cotton wool buds, and just making sure the finish on those really good, so when we actually seal the wheels, you get an overall sort of glossy and finish on the actual wheel itself, because if you don't, then the centre look looks absolutely horrendous and it just gets worse. So we're going to be on with that now, guys. Bit of a tedious job, takes a bit of time just because of how it's got to be done, but it's honestly worth doing it right if you're going to do it. So what we're doing now is we're literally finishing the top coat side of the PPF vinyl coating that's going on. Now this is a little bit different to when you apply to a normal paint car, purely because when you apply ceramic to paint, it actually blends really well. You can go over to different panels. When you microfiber it off, it blends, and you can basically sort of rub a part from here into a wing or the rest of your bumper. Because basically PPF and vinyl is porous, which is why it doesn't clean particularly well anyway, and why it does need ceramic. Because it's porous, the problem you've got is when you're applying ceramic to the PPF is it sticks straight away, so you can't basically blend areas. Now you won't see it on camera, however I can see a section here and a section there where the PPF hasn't actually bonded to it, where the ceramic hasn't bonded to it, and what that's going to cause is basically patchiness, and you're going to get sections which don't look the same. They're going to be a different colour, they're not going to have protection on there, they're not going to repel. So when you do apply a good proper ceramic to a PPF or a vinyl, you do have to make sure you spread it, you blend it, and you multi-layer it. The reason why I say multi-layer it, you only really need one top coat on any of these cars, but if you don't go over it again, you're probably going to find there's patches, and it is really obvious. So this bumper now is on its second coat. We're then going to be going onto the rear bumper, and we've actually done the car, so we're going to be jumping back onto the glass. But we'll do a quick video afterwards and it'll show you exactly how the car now looks, how it's made the actual PPF stand out a little bit more, and how smooth and how easy it's going to be now washing forever, and obviously not get bugs and bird lime and anything along those lines actually attaching to it, sticking to it, and making it difficult to remove as well.